Good evening. This is Wesley coming here with my first video of Dungeon Defenders. Today, or rather tonight, I'll be working on the Throne Room Insane Hardcore Survival, trying to level up a character, make mana, and try to get some low-end mythical gear. The build, so I never seem to make it past wave 10. The build I'll be using tonight is a Huntress Squire build. And which reminds me, I need to switch over to Lucan, my Squire, for his use. This build mainly consists of using harpoon turrets and from the Squire, tower buffs, and Inferno, Ethereal, and Proximity Mines from the Huntress. If you have any tips or any for better builds, please leave them in the comments down below. Or if you have any better ideas for stats for the EV series units, please post them as well. Now, mind you, this is my first video I'm doing, so bear with me, please. So as you saw, I put 3 harpoon turrets behind this crystal here. Some of you might recognize that build, part of the build from 09 Pine Berries. I'm using part of his Squire build he used on this, which seems to work out very well. So my thanks goes out to 09 Pine Berries for part of this build. One thing I've noticed about these placements for most of these turrets are pretty decent. And if y'all have any better placements, builds, or anything, please let me know. I am missing a chest. There we go. I knew something was wrong. I used to have enough to put down, how many is it? 3, 4, 5, 6 turrets on this wave. The next wave, I'll be putting down 3 more harpoon turrets. 1 more here facing this way, and 2 facing this way. And then we'll be using the tower buffs from the EV series units. Now before I switch, here's the stats for my Squire. 107 health, 156 damage, 105 effect, and 123 attack rate. The hero stats are, I know, low, but the hero health is 53, 61, 93, and 77. So he's not that good. My EV unit is 162, health, 169 damage, 48 stun, and 17 beam damage rate. Again, if you have any better stat distribution for the EV, please post them. 77 in hero health, 17 in damage, 54 speed, and 37 casting rate. And for my Huntress, she has 504 health, 461 damage, 371 speed, and 360 casting rate. Her defenses is 226 count, 745 damage, 579 radius, and 475 speed. And thanks to a friend of mine, I got some, I think that's low level mythical gear. And this genie is also mythical in quality, which I also got from my friend. But as you can see, my damage resistance for her sucks. So, I'm hoping if I get any mythical drops here, it'll be a slight upgrade for her. So, that's it for the first build phase. Now for the first wave, you have to guard both entrances because, well, you only have defenses for one side. That's where your DPS Huntress comes in. And she only got the genie equipped, so I can get some mana to build my defenses. I'll probably be switching it out within the next few waves in favor of a more DPS style pet. So, and of course we always have an armed goblin or whatever stuck lagging behind everyone. So, yeah, we take the mana we got this round, switch back over to the Squire. Yeah. Then we finish placing down our turrets. Like I said, we have two facing this way. And then we're done with the Squire. We move back over to our EV series and lay down her tower buffs. And her tower buffs goes across here. Let's see, like so. That there should cover all three of them. And it does. Then we use the tower buff beam for the harpoon turret you have down here. Now I've only just recently found the benefits of using tower buffs. I can't believe it took me a while to realize that her tower buff beams are actually pretty good. Not sure how her other beams are right now. Should I put up a want maybe think about putting up a reflection beam. No, I'll just see how this goes with this setup right here and see how far it gets me. I may eventually have to um, tweak it a little in the future. Now I have been playing Alchemical Laboratory Nightmare Hardcore Survival Mode, but I only done that with a friend. I'm gonna be honest with you, I am nowhere near ready to tackle uh, Nightmare Survival or Nightmare anything solo. So some of you may recognize this pet I'm using as a Wave 15 completion bonus you get here on the throne room. Only difference is he's mythical. Got okay stats, but the hero it reduces my hero damage by quite a bit, and then my trap radius. So as you can tell, apparently not all mythical gear is beneficial to you. And that's the only mythical pet I own, other than this genie, which, other than the negativity to its health, maybe? Does it give me no. It actually gives me more health. The stat boosting of the genie is pretty darn good. So, yeah, I'm gonna be using the genie still. And most of these gears are low. I need to get some better gear. Let's see if I can raise my... Yes, I got my poison defense up some. Let's see if I have enough to... See how... No, don't have enough to get my generic damage above the negative, but gaining now. So, yes, this is so. We're going to start wave 5 as soon as I get into position. I'm also gonna use my hero, the monk's tower buff when we get started. Now, I don't have a 360 controller, but I'm using a program called Motion Joy to emulate a PS3 controller as a 360 controller. Seems to help. It works, but you don't have all the buttons that you would if you were using an actual 360 controller. Now let's see with the tower defense on. That gives... it's doing... It's okay, I suppose.